The peaceful bliss of sea, sun, and sand was transcended as we took to the streets to revel in paradise.
Tobago! It's such a nice place!
Tobago Carnival, we're right here. We're not leave it till we go right down.
It's the greatest, it's the best, it's safe, and it's beautiful.
I love Tobago, baby. Coming back next year. Hey!
Playing pan on the streets is a magical experience. When the band strike up, it's rhythm, steel and powder. This is Tobago Carnival, pan in paradise.
Tobago is the best.
Tobago Carnival is the new home for the legend of Calypso. Where else can you get sweet Calypso music that gives you that nostalgic feeling?
Soca Titans is we title, is we monarch. We build artists from scratch who can perform with the best. Real titans of soca.
When last you've been to a party, plenty women looking so nice. We must be in paradise.
This year, Ritual takes on new space and dimension. Traditions will be reimagined, breaking free, and taking on new meaning on the road.
I love the energy!
This year, the revelry is bigger and better. More colors, more meaning, great packages for the masqueraders. Tobago Carnival is freedom.
This year promoting safety in all events for Tobago Carnival. This year promoting whining, not minding people business. This year promoting clean fun, security and freedom.
Freedom to be any version of yourself that you choose to be with love and safety. Here, you have permission to be you, uninhibited and free.
So what you waiting on? This year, this October 2024, experience the ritual, revel in paradise, release yourself. From the greatest little island on the planet, this is the Tobago Carnival 2024.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed partners and sponsors, and most importantly, our beloved communities, welcome to the Tobago Heritage Festival 2024. As we embark on the 37th year of this festival, our theme is We Come Back. Back to our communities, back to our villages, back to our true indigenous heritage presentations and productions. We are bringing back iconic events such as Yesterday's Children, Bell Manor Riots, and courtship codes. We want to highlight the importance of coming back to our roots, celebrating the people and the communities that make Tobago so special. Get ready for an unforgettable experience as we say, we come back to our true essence. We want to encourage each and every one of you to continue to support our cultural development and preservation in any way that you can. Your support is truly invaluable. Together, we can continue to make a positive impact that will be felt for generations to come. Thank you, and see you in July.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with immense pride and excitement that I address you to officially launch the 2024 Tobago Heritage Festival. The Tobago Heritage Festival is not just an event, it is a journey back to our roots. This year's theme, We Come Back, back to our communities, back to our villages, back to our true indigenous heritage presentations and productions. It captures the true essence of revitalizing the culture and traditions that have shaped our identity for generations. This year marks the 37th successful hosting of the festival, and we are proud to officially dub the month of July as Tobago Heritage Month, a time when our island comes alive with rhythms, flavors, and stories of our ancestors. The festival continues to offer an unparalleled opportunity for economic growth on the island. Every stakeholder, from local artisan and vendor to hospitality businesses and transportation services, stand to benefit. Our vibrant cultural displays will attract visitors, boost tourism, and provide a significant economic uplift to the island. The heart of this festival beats in our communities. We are empowering each village to manage its own productions to ensure authenticity and sustainability. The Tobago Festival Commissions Limited and the Tobago House of Assembly are here to support you, fostering an environment where our heritage can flourish sustainably. As we embark on this journey, let us celebrate the essence of Tobago. Let us honor our heritage and support our communities as we showcase the vibrant culture that makes our island unique. Thank you.
$3.956 billion budget. Minority Leader Kelvin Morris dismissed its budget presentation, saying he heard nothing new or innovative. While Assemblyman Watson Duke accuses the Chief Secretary of being a weak leader, and in sports, Jewel defeat combined Blazers 4-1 in Trinidad and Tobago Women's League clash. Good evening, I am Bianna Brebner. Welcome to the Tobago Updates Television News for Monday, 24th June 2024. To our top story, A $3.956 billion budget was presented by Chief Secretary and Secretary of Finance, Trade and the Economy, Fali Augustine. This was his third and final presentation as Finance Secretary before he prepares to hand over the portfolio to someone else. Augustine stated that the $3.956 billion budget should equal 5.8% of the upcoming national budget. Based on Tobago's population growth and the stipulation of the DRC ruling, he argued that the Tobago should not receive less than such appropriation. More from senior reporter Candice Jackson.
Under the theme Unlocking Tobago's Development Potential, Chief Secretary and Secretary of Finance, Trade and the Economy, Fali Augustine, is planning a budget amounting to $3.956 billion for the next year.
The total estimates of expenditure for fiscal 2025 are calculated as $3.956 billion, of which the current expenditure amount to $2.819 billion. Development program expenditure estimates amount to $1.002 billion. URP expenditure to $91.9 million and CPEP expenditure to $43.8 million.
This total is more than the central government granted the THA for fiscal 2024, which amounted to $2.58 billion. Augustine explained that the $3.956 billion request for fiscal 2025 is based on a 5.8% of the national budget estimate of $65.8 billion. Why 5.8%? He argued that Tobago's population grew from 4.58% of the national population in 2011 to 5.05% in 2022, which is enough to review the DRC ruling on how much the THA should be allocated.
All Tobago is requesting is budgeting or budgetary per capita expenditure equality as a minimum revenue share to the THA.
For any less to be given, Augustine said it will
constitute a non-alleviation of the per capita expenditure inequality that has defined the national budget since 1962 and more recently from 2011.
The Chief Secretary noted that Tobago's development hinges on resources which are constitutionally dependent on central government. However, he expressed intentions to set the island on a new development pathway. As such, he is adopting a strategic selective developmental model which has been used in jurisdictions similar to Tobago. This means that the THA will be deliberate in its projects and initiatives it decides to invest in.
My administration recognizes and understands that transforming an indiscriminate development culture into a selective and disciplined one will not be easy. Indeed, it will take some doing to implement, especially as our development needs are overwhelming and the demands from the public are also overwhelming.
The new development plan is said to complement Augustine's mantra for Tobago, which is creating the greatest little island on the planet over the next 20 years.
Targeted GDP growth, education and innovation, a scientifically driven modern healthcare system, safe and sustainable food systems, a sustainable tourism sector, digital transformation, and growth of the SME sector.
Among some of the goals are increasing agriculture's contribution to the GDP from 2% to 5%, reinforcing tourism infrastructure, increasing airlift to the destination, protecting the environment, increasing housing, and digitizing the THA's services. Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Another failure was how Minority Leader Kelvon Morris described the THA budget presentation for fiscal 2024. Chief Secretary and Secretary of Finance, Trade and the Economy, Fali Augustine, made a presentation of $3.956 billion at the Assembly Legislature today. However, after hearing the presentation, which lasted more than 3 hours, Morris said he has little hope that the Augustine is trying to turn around the economy of Tobago, which has been suffering for the past few years. More again from Candice Jackson.
After exiting the Assembly Legislature chambers, Minority Leader Kelvin Morris described the third budget presentation by Chief Secretary Fali Augustine as
a same old. We're held hostage for over 3 hours.
Morris believes it is endemic of the failure by Augustine to lead Tobago's economy out of its slump, despite the presentation of a strategic selective development plan.
And therefore, we do not expect anything different. It has been a lot of flowery words with empty promises leading to nowhere. And the expectation is that Tobagonians would continue to have challenges while under the leadership of this failed administration.
One of Morris's concerns are that he did not see how Augustine plans to use the $3.956 billion requested to improve the lives of Tobagonians.
You hear them hold us for 3 hours to tell us they're going to spend over $3 billion. But how does that $3 billion redound to the benefit of the average Tobagonians? And
he also had an issue with Augustine arguing for 5.8% of the national budget instead of planning for the 4.03% as is typically allocated by central government.
Every time the PNM had a budgetary presentation, and they used to say, lower your gaze, understanding that you would only get about 4.03. So the question is, what has changed now?
However, this does not mean that Morris is in favor of Tobago receiving less money.
For Tobago's development, of course, we require accelerated funding, but we have to also become, the leadership style has to become creative, and we have not seen any creativity. In fact, if you listen to this budget, it was all about how we are going to spend money. Where was the discussion on how are we going to earn money?
Additionally, Morris did not believe that the THA is serious about increasing agriculture and developing the tourism sector.
As you look at our jazz, they have completely killed the jazz. When you look at the fets, the heritage, which is dear and near to every Tobagonian, the theme is she becomes more beautiful, but they are destroying her beauty, and they are really taking away from the essence that makes us Tobagonians.
Candace Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Meanwhile, Watson Duke, the political leader of the Progressive Democratic Patriots and assemblyman for Argyle Roxborough, labeled the budget a misfit. Speaking to the media after conclusion of Chief Secretary Fali Augustine's budget presentation, he claimed it showed weakness.
I'm glad the Chief Secretary is leaving the Division of Finance. I have seen a man today who has taken a beating by the governance model we have here in Tobago House of Assembly. Apparently he would have tried, but without much success.
According to Duke, Augustine's argument for 5.8% of the national budget shows a man bowing to pressure instead of standing up for the rights of Tobagonians to have enough to manage their affairs. He believes Augustine should not have requested less than 6.9% of the budget, which is the maximum amount stipulated by the DRC ruling for how much the THA should be granted by the central government.
You are going into new eras that were never spoken of, that were never under the auspices of the Tobago House of Assembly, like security and things that he is operating on flat foot. Straight away he wants to get these things done. But yet, you are coming to Tobago with less budget, at least a less estimate than you have done over the last 2 budget presentations.
Duke plans to share more of his thoughts on the budget presentation at a press conference scheduled for Tuesday morning at 10:30 a.m. Stay tuned to Tobago Updates for live coverage of the event. After receiving criticism from Minority Leader Kelvin Morris and Assemblyman Watson Duke, Chief Secretary Fali Augustine defended his argument for the central government to grant the THA 5.8% of the national budget. Speaking to the media, he explained that it is a logical request, one which he decided upon after some introspection.
I sat and did some introspection and said, okay, maybe Fali, you're asking for too much. Maybe you're being unreasonable, despite the development needs of the island being gargantuan.
Augustine stated that this is why he's setting Tobago's development plan from 2025 to 2045 on a strategic and selective model. This approach means the island will focus only on programs and initiatives crucial to Tobago's development, thus requiring less money from the central government.
We are now saying to the central government, look, here we have brought a smaller portfolio for you. It is reasonable. It follows the same trend of thought as the DRC back in 2001. And so we hope that you can fund to that extent. All we're asking for is $5.80 out of every $100 spent in the country.
Meanwhile, responding to claims that his third and final budget presentation as the Secretary of Finance, Trade and Economy is symptomatic of a failure in leadership, Augustine pointed out that the opposite is true.
It has nothing to do with failure. It has to do with me realigning myself to paying greater attention to other things, such as monitoring and evaluating the government as a whole, such as the fact that as I spoke today about the strategic development plan that will take us to 2045. Someone needs to lead that, and I'll be leading that in terms of the rollout on the island and discussing with the people of Tobago.
Augustine is expected to announce a new Secretary of Finance, Trade and the Economy on July 1st. In the meantime, debate on the THA budget presentation is expected to take place in the Assembly Legislature on Thursday. We'll take a short break and come back with more. Stay with us.
Notice is hereby given that the 63rd Annual General Meeting, AGM, of the Bethel Credit Union Cooperative Society Limited will take place using a hybrid format on Thursday, June 27th from 5 p.m. The physical location will be upstairs the Mount Marie branch office. The purpose of the meeting is to receive minutes of the 62nd Annual General Meeting, to receive reports as follows: statutory and board-appointed committees, report of the auditor and audited financial statements, to receive budgetary proposals for 2024, to elect officers, to approve general resolutions, and lastly to transact any other business that may properly come before the meeting. A digital copy of the AGM brochure is available on the website. Please visit our website at www.bethelcredituniont.com or any one of our branches for further information.
Dance Ensemble Tobago presents our signature event, a festival of dancing, Tobago Dance Sport Championship and Dancing with the Caribbean Stars. Dance in with DNA, our 11th edition, Saturday, July 6th at 5 p.m., Shore Park Cultural Complex. Featured in this year's lineup, Assemblyman Trevor James, Mrs. Petal Daniel Benoit, Mrs. Diane Baker Henry, Miss Davia Chambers, Miss Leslie Ann Ellis, and Miss Sinel Dempster. Limited early bird tickets. Adults $150. After party only $100. Children pay $75 at the door. You don't want to miss this one. Get your tickets early from Dance Ensemble class members, D&D Jewelers at Tobago United Cooperative, Milford 24 Gas Station Canaan, and the Shore Park Cultural Complex box office. For more information, contact Nikisha White at 772-9049 or Nelisa Dick 340-5758.
Welcome back. Chief Secretary Farley Augustine stated that there is an environmental disaster waiting to happen at Studley Park due to temporary storage of bunker fuel from the Gulfstream oil spill. Speaking during his budget presentation, he criticized the central government for allocating only $50 million in the mid-year review after the THA requested $153 million. He said the money was requested to pay for the ongoing onshore cleanup efforts and the disposal of toxic waste.
Currently, Deputy Presiding Officer, waste is being stored in open cells at Studley Park, and should we receive extensive rainfall, can lead to an ecological disaster. Therefore, that $60 million required for final disposal of waste stored at Studley Park is crucial.
Without finding funding, Augustine is worried about the impact that the toxic bunker fuel can have on the environment. He fears the disaster could be as bad as Hurricane Flora in 1963.
Result is that the THA has been faced with significant challenges in meeting its financial obligations and in properly disposing of the waste temporarily being stored at Studley Park landfill. This is clearly a contradiction to the public assurances given by the Prime Minister at the initial stages.
Augustine also criticized Senator Lawrence Hislop for defending the $50 million allocation instead of advocating for the THA to receive more than a third of their request, which could cover the repayment of all owed contractors and the ongoing cleanup efforts. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley has clarified his position regarding the Environmental Management Authority and its role in the proposed hotel project at Rocky Point, Tobago. Addressing media reports, Dr. Rowley stated that he did not accuse the EMA of obstructing the process by highlighting how objectors use the EMA to hinder projects. Dr. Rowley provided examples citing the UNC's government inaction on the aluminum smelter project and the opposition to the Tobago Sandals project on the environmental grounds, clarifying these were actions by others, not the EMA. He also addressed comments about his visit to India, explaining the industrialist Navil Jindal approached him post-visit for investment discussions. Responding to claims that being pro-develop is anti-environmental, Dr. Rowley asserted that key projects can proceed without harming the environment. He reaffirmed support from the Rocky Point project by Superior Hotels, Trinidad and Tobago Limited, which includes extensive development plans. The EMA requires an environmental impact assessment for the project certificate of environmental clearance. The Ministry of Health has received much anticipated Pan-American Health Organizational reports on the deaths of 7 babies at the Port of Spain General Hospital Neonatal Intensive Care Unit. Delivered on Friday, the report will undergo an internal review by the clinical and technical staff from both the Ministry and the Northwest Regional Health Authority before being made public. PAHO investigations launched in April was led by a team of international experts, including Dr. Nali Singh, Dr. Grizel Rodriguez, and Dr. Gillian Bertrud. The team conducted an in-country mission from April 22nd to 2024, meeting with senior health officials and assessing hospital procedures. The investigations was prompted by deaths of 7 premature babies from sepsis between April 2nd to 9th, which has also led legal action by the affected parents. The 2024 internship program of the Tobago Regional Health Authority has provided a valuable opportunity for interns to gain hands-on experience in the healthcare sector. It happens every year, and the TRHA's commitment to nurturing the next generation of healthcare professionals was emphasized throughout the opening ceremony this morning. Travisa Phillips has more.
Secretary for the Division of Health, Wellness and Social Protection, Dr. Faith B. Israel, expressed her excitement about the number of young people interested in the health field. She posed a question to the interns, asking if they knew about the various processes involved in the daily operations of a hospital, from sweeping floors to wiping door handles.
Your opportunity at the Tobago Regional Health Authority is to see that, you know what? Healthcare involves all of us. Healthcare involves each person doing the thing that they do and doing it well to ensure that your parents, to ensure that the population that comes to our health facilities get the kind of service that they deserve.
Acting CEO of the TRHA, Mr. Gart Alexander, highlighted the importance of mentoring the interns, whom he referred to as the future. He expressed hope that the interns would understand the reasons behind the work done at the TRHA and the dedication required.
Some of us may not be directly involved in medicine. I myself, in case you don't know, or majority of people still don't know, I'm an engineer by profession, industrial engineering to be specific. And how did I end up here as the acting CEO? Because I understood the job. I understood there needs to be someone to have the lights on. If there's an emergency, that red line you see passing there, the sprinkler system, to ensure that works.
Chairman of the TRHA board, Ms. Chrislyn Moore, expressed that the program received around 800 applicants, but due to limited resources, only 50 interns could be accommodated. She called on corporate Tobago to create and expand similar programs, highlighting the need for mentorship and opportunities for young people to enter the workforce. She acknowledged existing programs, but noted that they are insufficient to adequately serve the youth.
Through the leadership of the Honorable Secretary and the opportunities granted by her office, we are able at the TRHA to do our small part in filling this gap and giving the interns a little introduction into the world of work.
Alison Rambaran Andrews, administrator of the Roxborough Hospital, stated that the internship program is the TRHA's way of investing in the future through development.
Our interns sitting here will one day lead this space. You would lead me, you will lead us. And we know that we need to do our part to tool you adequately to do so. This is our corporate social responsibility. So I want you to understand it's not by VAPs, by VUPs, by Vikivai that you are here this morning.
The TRHA internship program underscores the organization's dedication to fostering the next generation of healthcare professionals and calls for broader community support to expand such initiatives. Treviso Phillips, Tobago Updates Television News.
You're watching the Tobago Updates Television News. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. Sports is next.
Need a fresh start? Upgrade your life with the things you want. At Standard Distributors in Canaan, life is good with zero. Get that amazing fridge, the stylish sofa with zero down and easy financing. Your dream house is within reach. Visit Standard Distributors today. Life is good with zero.
The countdown is on to the Tobago Public Service Day Expo 2024. Join us on July 5th at the Shore Park Complex to discover the dynamic world of public service where innovation meets dedication. Explore exciting careers, experience innovative services, enjoy interactive displays, and a whole lot more. Come join us on July 5th at the Shore Park Complex from 9:30 a.m. Visit the Office of the Chief Secretary's Facebook page for details. Tobago Public Service Day Expo 2024. Public service now and beyond.
Welcome back. The Dwight York Stadium erupted with excitement as Jewels and the combined Blazers faced off in a thrilling Trinidad and Tobago Women's League football match. Despite Blazers' strong start, Jewel's relentless attack, led by Crystal's Tony Double, secured a decisive 4-1 victory. With all the exciting details, check out this report from Marcus Daniel.
Jewels FC and combined ballers clash at the Dwight York Stadium in the latest round of matches in the Trinidad and Tobago Women's League football. Combined ballers coming off a crushing 8-0 defeat to Tobago Chicas in their last game were aiming for an improved performance. The ladies in green and black started brightly and came close to scoring in the 7th minute. Despite several good chances, both teams failed to score in the first half. An error from ballers keeper in the 52nd minute opened the scoring, allowing Tikaya Dennis to net an easy goal. Crystal Tony quickly made it 2-0, connecting with a well-placed cross in the area. In the 79th minute, Tony struck again, using her pace and skill to find the far corner. Adricia Kent pulled the goal back for ballers in the 86th minute. However, Leah Marie Balfour sealed the victory for Jewels with a goal in 96 minutes, securing a 4-1 victory. Marcus Daniel, Tobago Update Sports.
More news, stay with us when we return.
Deltec Distributors Weekend Special Wings Friday. 3 pounds wings, 2.5 kilogram fries. Special 100 TT Soup Saturday. 2 pounds cube beef, 2 pounds cow heel, 2 pounds chicken foot, 2 pounds pigtail, or smoke bone. Special $150. Super Sunday. 3 pounds leg and thigh chicken, 3 pounds sliced pork, 3 pounds lamb slice, 3 pounds cheese, 2 pack of pasta. Special $250. Located Main Road, Argyle, Tobago. We deliver 20 TT. Contact us on deltecdistributors.com 395-5040 or 237-0102. Deltec Distributors Weekends.
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Thanks for staying with us. Bell Garden hosted its second annual Breadfruit Festival on Sunday, June 23rd. The event, organized by the Zion Youth Association, saw a vibrant celebration of breadfruit and its many uses. Travicia Phillips has more.
Lazon Paul, president and founder of the Zion Youth Association, highlighted the festival's inception in 2022 and expressed that despite unforeseen circumstances last year, the festival is now set to be an annual event.
We decided to use breadfruit because we're right under the breadfruit tree here, Bell Garden, full of breadfruit. So we decided that, hey, we could do a breadfruit fest.
Dr. Faith B. Israel, Secretary for the Division of Health, Wellness and Social Protection, expressed her delight in joining the festivities and praised the Zion Youth Association for their innovative efforts.
They have actually gone ahead and done more production with the breadfruit, meaning they now have liqueurs, they now have punch, they now have the chips, and all of these things that are there, they actually have them nicely packaged with the Zion Youth. See the Zion Youth Association sticker on it, so they are branding it as their own. This is exactly what we need to have happening on the island when it comes to development economically.
Didan Daniel, chairman of the Tobago Reforestation and Watershed Rehabilitation Program, shared his enthusiasm for supporting the festival.
Breadfruit plays an important part. It has mass, it's quite nutritional, it's easy to grow, low maintenance and all these things, and it's a product that could really do good here. We would like to see it positioned as a product that supplants the imported products that we bring in, like the potato chips and so on.
The Zion Youth Association conveyed their elation and gratitude for the significant turnout and the festival's success. They claim it marks a positive step forward for the community and its economic development through local produce innovation. Travicia Phillips, Tobago Updates Television News.
YouTube vlogger Christopher Chris Muslis Hughes announced he will leave Trinidad and Tobago within 24 hours after receiving his passport today. In an emotional Instagram video posted Friday, the 45-year-old expressed gratitude for being granted the freedom to travel by a High Court judge. Hughes, who missed 2 of his children's graduation, plans to return to Canada for his eldest son graduation on Wednesday. He thanked supporters and praised his attorney, Pamela Elder, for her role in lifting his travel restrictions. Charged with sedition on April 3rd after allegedly interviewing gang members, Hughes was detained on May 28. Despite impending departure, Hughes will return to Trinidad and Tobago for his next court appearance on August 23rd. Freedom is a must, he declared, vowing to continue fighting to clear his name. Annalise Nanton was crowned Miss World Trinidad and Tobago last evening at the National Academy for Performing Arts. This grand affair brought the reign of her predecessor Ashe Abrahams to an end as she handed over the coveted crown. 26-year-old Nanton represented the community of Paxville, Santa Cruz. Prior to her coronation, Nanton captured various titles, namely Miss Fitness, People's Choice, and Best Talent. This geotechnical engineer stands to benefit from $100,000 cash prize and a $20,000 scholarship from the School of Accounting and Management. Nanton expressed that she feels honored to represent this country and is ecstatic to begin her journey in pageant pursuits. Prishri Rampasad Singh, Miss Aranguez, was awarded first runner-up, while Miss Toko Hannah Roberts was adjudged second runner-up. Now for the weather update from the TNT Met office. Tonight, expect occasional clouds and breezy conditions with showers developing in some areas. There is a medium 60% chance of thunderstorm activity and gusty winds near showers. Temperatures will drop to 24 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow will be cloudy and windy with scattered showers, likely accompanied by a medium 40% chance of morning thunder showers. Conditions are expected to gradually improve throughout the day, although isolated showers may persist. Street and flash flooding are possible during showers of heavy downpours. Temperatures will reach up to 31 degrees Celsius with a heat index of 34 degrees. Seas moderate to occasionally rough with waves up to 2.8 meters in open waters and below 1.3 meters in sheltered areas. Sunrise at 5:42 and sunset at 6:29. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. Here's a recap of the headlines before we go. Chief Secretary Farley Augustine presents $3.956 billion budget. Minority Leader Kelvon Morris dismisses budget presentation, saying he heard nothing new or innovative. While Assemblyman Watson Duke accuses Chief Secretary of being a weak leader. And sports, Jewel defeat combined Blazers 4-1 in Trinidad and Tobago's Women League clash. I am Bianna Brebner. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great night.
Last year, October 2023, the island tilted. The peaceful bliss of sea, sun, and sand was transcended as we took to the streets to revel in paradise.
Such a nice place!
Tobago Carnival, we're right here. We're gonna leave it and we go right down.
It's the greatest, it's the best, it's safe, and it's beautiful.
I love Tobago, baby. Coming back next year. Hey!
Playing pan on the streets is a magical experience. When the band strike up, is rhythm, steel, and powder. This is Tobago Carnival, pan in paradise.
Tobago is the best.
Tobago Carnival is the new home for the legend of Calypso. Where else can you get sweet Calypso music that gives you that nostalgic feeling?
Soca Titans is we title, is we monarch. We built artists from scratch who can perform with the best. Real Titans of Soca.
When last you've been to a our party. Plenty women looking so nice. We must be in paradise.
This year, Ritual takes on new space and dimension. Traditions will be reimagined, breaking free, and taking on new meaning on the road.
I love the energy!
This year, the revelry is bigger and better. More colors, more meaning, great packages for the masqueraders. Tobago Carnival is freedom.
This year promoting safety in all events for Tobago Carnival. This year promoting whining, not minding people business. This year promoting clean fun, security and freedom.
Freedom to be any version of yourself that you choose to be with love and safety. Here, you have permission to be you, uninhibited and free.
So what you waiting on? This year, this October 2024, experience the ritual, revel in paradise, release yourself. From the greatest little island on the planet, this is the Tobago Carnival 2024.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed partners and sponsors, and most importantly, our beloved communities, welcome to the Tobago Heritage Festival 2024. As we embark on the 37th year of this festival, our theme is We Come Back. Back to our communities, back to our villages, back to our true indigenous heritage presentations and productions. We are bringing back iconic events such as Yesterday's Children, Bell Manor Riots, and the Courtship Codes. We want to highlight the importance of coming back to our roots, celebrating the people and the communities that make Tobago so special. Get ready for an unforgettable experience as we say, we come back to our true essence. We want to encourage each and every one of you to continue to support our cultural development and preservation in any way that you can. Your support is truly invaluable. Together, we can continue to make a positive impact that will be felt for generations to come. Thank you, and see you in July.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with immense pride and excitement that I address you to officially launch the 2024 Tobago Heritage Festival. The Tobago Heritage Festival is not just an event. It is a journey back to our roots. This year's theme, We Come Back. Back to our communities, back to our villages, back to our true indigenous heritage presentations and productions. It captures the true essence of revitalizing the culture and traditions that have shaped our identity for generations. This year marks the 37th successful hosting of the festival, and we are proud to officially dub the month of July as Tobago Heritage Month, a time when our island comes alive with rhythms, flavors, and stories of our ancestors. The festival continues to offer an unparalleled opportunity for economic growth on the island. Every stakeholder, from local artisan and vendor to hospitality businesses and transportation services, stand to benefit. Our vibrant cultural displays will attract visitors, boost tourism, and provide a significant economic uplift to the island. The heart of this festival beats in our communities. We are empowering each village to manage its own productions to ensure authenticity and sustainability. The Tobago Festival Commissions Limited and the Tobago House of Assembly are here to support you. fostering an environment where our heritage can flourish sustainably. As we embark on this journey, let us celebrate the essence of Tobago. Let us honor our heritage and support our communities as we showcase the vibrant culture that makes our island unique. Thank you.